Alright, so I'm talking to the mic on this one, and I have another mic set up with the music in the background. This is just lo-fi beats to chill study to. Great playlist. I don't know if I'm going to get a copyright strike. That's another one of the things I'm testing. I'm just learning the infrastructure, the interface, how all YouTube works. You'll notice in the description I might say something like freedom of speech isn't free, please donate, gift, etc. I don't know what this is going to grow into, but I never want to have to bite my tongue. I always want to, in the pursuit of truth, be able to have difficult conversations in order to obtain a greater understanding. And that is something I think is really an issue in our culture. The term "don't bite the hand that feeds" has been literally said to my face multiple times. And that epitomizes the everyday average American's struggle. Most people, not everybody, but most people cannot tell their boss to go to hell if their boss treats them poorly, which by nature of the fact that most everybody is underpaid, they're getting treated poorly. It's so difficult to even begin to dissect how we got here. In the video I made yesterday, Food, Fire, Shelter, Water, Maslow's Rant, I talked about entities that are oppressing us as humans. And call me a conspiracy theorist. I call myself a conspiracy realist. Oh no, sorry. That's my cat. Her tail got the camera. Say hi. I'm still living in the van, but hopefully for not too much longer. And then I hope to continue doing these casts. I hope people listen. Anyways, so the average American is being oppressed, not in like I'm a victim, you need to look at me and give me, I'm not interested in pushing the oppression Olympics ideology, but I am interested in having a broad conversation around the suppression of our collective consciousness. Let me get the camera kind of back. It's so tough because I'm using this little action camera, 4K it says, but it's used for kind of like a GoPro knockoff. Hopefully I'll get an upgraded HDMI cable, so maybe the video quality will be a little better. But in the meantime, just working with what I got. I really would like to bring people on to have conversations with. I just want to connect with, I don't want to say average people, because in our own way, we're all average, we're all superior, we're all lacking in some ways. We all have strengths and weaknesses. We're all just humans. So I just want to connect with people. But hopefully God damn it. Sorry about, this is not a family friendly channel, just an FYI. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, there we go. So the title of the video, I Don't Want to Be This Angry, Part 2 of X. I'm angry about a lot of things. Holy crap. That's a big part of this, why I'm doing this. And it's really hard to just talk about things. People discredit you, cancel culture is fucking real. People cannot see past their own frame of reality, myself included. The pursuit of truth, sort of dialectic discourse, is something that you should be doing for your entire life. Because You don't have all the answers. I know that. I'm always going to be searching, not for the answer, but for truth. Truth will never be fully revealed. But today, let me see if I can do this without my cat escaping. I really wanted to smoke a bowl while I'm doing this, but I also need some ventilation. Okay, so we've got this. I have a flip flop somewhere or a shoe, so I can prop the door just enough. Oh, she can escape through that. Fuck. Okay. I need a little bit of. Yeah, welcome to van life, y'all. It is not as glorious as fucking people say it is. I smoke a lot of pot. I'm just going to be honest with you. I didn't start smoking until I was 26, 27, because I believed reefer madness. I was raised by people who loved their fucking wine. Not raised. I spent some of my formative years with. I raised myself in a lot of ways. We'll get into my backstory at some point, but the moral of the story is I was a 16-year-old boy who was told marijuana was the devil, but, you know, getting drunk was just fine. Oh, man. I drank a little bit in my years, but I never really liked the taste. Being drunk, yeah, it's kind of fun, but you usually feel sick afterwards. And your body just knows. It's like, you probably shouldn't be doing this. Anywho, I'm not judging people who drink. I do understand in moderation, a lot of things can be good for you. Pleasure being one of them. I spoke on that yesterday. If you like to drink, that's awesome. Just, that balance and that moderation. But there are fucking people in jail right now for doing exactly what I'm about to do. And there are people who just don't care. Now that weed is becoming mainstream, now that weed is becoming legal, people are fucking loving that shit. Soccer moms, suburban dads, CEOs, everybody. I wonder. I shouldn't be yelling into this mic. Anyways, I'm fucking angry that there are people still in jail for this harmless plant medicine. Marijuana might be a gateway drug, but a gateway to a greater consciousness, an expanded consciousness. And I'm going to say that term a lot because I think that is the exploration of our generation that we need to pursue. What is consciousness? Oh man, there's just put that into your YouTube and watch some really awesome lectures. I'm just going to name one that I recently watched. Donald Hoffman, I believe, talks about the nature of reality. Really cool stuff. Let's see now. I'm going to try and pack a bowl because, yeah. So now I grew up believing the bullshit. And now, I'm about 32 now. So the last 5 years I've spent deciphering the matrix. Not trying to be a red pill advocate because I don't fully understand that community. I want to be in the community of meathead hippies. That's what I consider myself. That is a wonderful juxtaposition of two extremes that, if you can dabble in a little bit, have a wonderful time. I love lifting weights. I love adrenaline. I love just deeply connecting with masculinity almost. And we're going to talk about masculinity, and it's not toxic. Everything about our culture is toxic. Everything about our culture from a young age is programming you to perpetuate these broken systems, the matrix. So we have toxic masculinity and toxic femininity. We have toxic consciousness. So many institutions and ideologies are built and designed and created to control you. Christianity was one of them. I'm sorry, y'all. I believe Jesus existed. Oh, yeah, Jesus was a fucking radical dude. He spoke about forgiveness, compassion, grace, loving thy neighbor. He never once cared about who you slept with. He wasn't like Mary Magdalene a prostitute or something like that. Jesus was fucking cool. Jesus and Buddha, man, coolest dudes in our history. Well, there's a lot of cool dudes and dudettes in our history. But the matrix that I talk about, the system that makes you think people should be in jail for this, that divides us, that's bullshit. All right, hang out, y'all. I think about words like honor and integrity, character and courage often. I think about what it means to be a man often. I do not feel like I have come into myself as a man at this point in my life at 32. Trapped by trauma of a shitty childhood, of a shitty culture. I am thankful that I hit this place in my life that has enabled me to look at myself, to see all the bullshit that I used to do, that I still do, because just because you see yourself doesn't mean you can change right away. But you have to look at yourself before you can change. And for the past few years, I've been looking at myself. What can we do to help get these people out of jail? What can we do to help our communities? I know I am not alone in harboring these anger issues and this rage. It is a pretty common theme. Why do men not speak up? Why do men not talk about their feelings? Times are crazy. Times are crazy. When straight white men are the devil and the patriarchy is controlling you, it doesn't seem like anybody cares actually about how we feel and what we think. I'm a conspiracy theorist, yet, the patriarchy is ruining your lives. The patriarchy is one head of a bigger umbrella. It is one tool that they use to divide us. And it's not like most of the people even know. Most people don't even know what they're contributing to, what they're perpetuating. Most people, and I'm not trying to attack anyone. I need to not say most people, but in a world where a majority of individuals are brainwashed, it's hard to talk. Nobody wants to listen, or everyone just calls you crazy. I actually wanted to do a whole separate video of why men don't speak up. I didn't mean to get into that. I want to focus on this. I really want to focus on the fact that we enable alcoholism, we enable opioid addiction, we enable psychological avoidance, all while stigmatizing something that is the antithesis of that. Now I'm just fucking rambling. I don't know. I kind of lost my flow, y'all, but thank you for listening. I might take a hit and see if something else comes up. Let me know in the comments what makes you angry, and let's try to find a way to create a space for men to talk about why they're angry. Just because you act like something shouldn't exist or pretend like it's not there doesn't mean it's not. There are a lot of angry men out there who just don't know how to talk. They don't know who to talk to. Shit. I'm sorry, I'm done, y'all.